Hi everybody, this is Julie with Beadaholique, and in this video I want to teach you how to make this bauble charm earring here. And what I'm going to use to do it is this beautiful Nunn design hoop earring. It's got nice scale to it. I'm going to use a Nunn design itsy little circle charm with the lotus, but there's other options too. There's cute little bees and flowers, things like that. And then really the focal of these earrings are these little teacup beads. So these are great little beads that work as accents, but they can be used in so many different combinations that you can really have fun with shape and design with them. So I put a couple on a head pin for you to see to begin with because they are something new. So if you see right here, they work as great little bead caps, but they also can create really fun shapes. Like here, I just slid it down on top of a ball head pin. And you can see it's got that great, it's almost like it cups it, almost like a flower. So here you can see the inside of it, which is fun too. So if you look at what these beads are, I have a couple different colors. But I think the easiest to see here is going to be the little purple one. So they've got that nice interior round and then it's domed shape on the other side. So they can be a spacer bead, they can mimic a flower, you can use them in bead weaving, you can use them just as added beads in your stringing project. So a lot of different fun possibilities for them. So for this earring, I've used them in several different ways and I want to show you how I've used them. So this earring is very easy to make. You're basically just creating little baubles, little dangles, and sliding them on. So some of them are just like a little pendant here. I have a little classic cut prestige pendant on a 5mm jump ring. But then for the other pieces, I created little clusters. So here you see one. This is actually using a bicone crystal with 2 of the teacup beads anchoring either end of it. Here I used a little 4mm lavender pearl, and I've got those little teacup beads. And then on this one, I used it where I put the little teacup bead on first. So it's got that cute little flower appeal to it, that little flower design, and then I put the pearl on top of it. So you can really have fun mixing and matching how you do these. So I'm going to show you real quick before I go on. We've got this one here that you can see. But now if I was to take these off and just put them on in a different direction, it's going to change the whole shape of the design. So now you've got that shape. So it's really fun to layer these and have fun. Okay, so for this earring that I want to show you how to make, again, you've got the Nunn design hoop. This is perfect for summer. It's really big, it's fun, it swings, these dangle beautifully on them. I've made a lot of the combinations already, and I'm going to show you how to make one on camera because it's the same technique for all of them. But I do have 3 of the classic cut pendants already on their jump rings. And then I've got 2 of the little combos. That is a little teacup bead, a bicone, a teacup bead. So I got 2 of those. And then I've got 2 combos that are like the little flower where I put the teacup bead on facing down over the ball head pin. And then right now I just have 1 of this combo, which is the teacup bead facing up, the pearl, and the teacup bead facing down. I'm gonna make a second one of those. And I do want you to kind of notice one thing I did do, and you can do this if you like, is I made the loops a little bit bigger than I traditionally do because I wanted to mimic the size of the 5mm jump ring. So when I put them on the earring, they all looked to be a similar size. You could do that if you want. If you don't want to, don't worry about it. The way you do it, if you do choose to do so, is if you look, you're going to be using a round nose plier or a wire looping plier. If you look at the nose of it, the closer to the tip is going to be the smaller the loop. The further towards the base is going to be the bigger the loop. So I'm kind of going to do it right around here to get that larger 4 or 5mm size. Okay, so I've got my ball head pin. I'm going to slide on one of my teacup beads. So I'm just going to slide it on like so. Now I'm going to put on a pearl. Slide it down. And that's actually really cute just like that. I think a bunch of dangles of that combo would be really pretty, but I am going to go ahead and put on the topper for it. Okay, and just slide it on down. Now I'm going to make a wrapped wire loop. So again, because I want these to be a little bit bigger, you're going to see I'm going to move my pliers down a little bit more than what you probably normally see me do. So about right there. Start my loop, twist it over, go up, and then twist. And I wanted these to be a little bit chunkier than normal. Even my wrappings, I was happy with it being just a little bit bolder, a little bit different than the more delicate work I normally do. And then I'm just gonna squeeze my tail end in there and put it with its buddies. All right, now I'm gonna just slide them on. So you could do this in any order that you like. Oh, actually, wait a second here. I need to put my little charm on a jump ring. Let me get a jump ring really quick and I can show you how to do that as well. When you're designing, there's always things that you gotta remember. So let me get a jump ring. And you could use more charms if you want. I just put one charm in the center because I thought that would be a really fun little focal. And I really liked that little lotus charm. But if you want, you can put more charms because I almost feel like this is a charm bracelet earring, if you will. So it's like a charm bracelet, but in earring form. Okay, so I'm gonna put the jump ring on here. And the reason I'm doing this, instead of sliding the charm just onto the earring, which you could do in this case, is I want it to face forward. So I want it to hang a little lower and I want it to face forward. So there we go. Okay, I'm gonna slide on via its jump ring. Whoops, just one of these little pendants. I'm just gonna let it fall down towards its base, and then I'm gonna do my little bauble that I just made, one of the bicone combos. And you can see these just start to dangle and they rest down at the base. Then one of these guys. Now my focal, which is my charm. And then I'm gonna put on it another pendant. And then I'm just gonna repeat. So I'm looking at what I did on the first one and I'm just mimicking it so that they're even. And you can definitely put on more or less, whatever you'd like to do on this case. It's your design. Okay, and then one final pendant. There we go. And they just really are fun. They dangle and then you just latch your earring like this. And I've worn these hoops. I love them. They're very comfortable to wear and they're very easy to get on and off. So there are my two earrings, my little bauble charm earrings featuring Nunn design components where you've got the hoop, you've got the ball head pins, you've got the itsy little circle lotus charms, and then I'm using these fun teacup beads along with prestige crystal and prestige pearls. I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial. You can find everything for sale at beadaholique.com.